All right, everybody, we have here the Viking Army Showcase. And this is what I've been working on for basically the past 3 months. This has been my main project. So let me take you through the army. So this army is designed for pretty much to be kind of adaptable for any rule set I want to play. But mainly I had sort of sword point in mind, but I'm not opposed to doing other stuff too, like Warhammer Ancient battles, Hails User. So in the background here, we've got the Bondi Bowmen, the first unit of those. And I'm kind of imagining these more as skirmishers and kind of formed units. Then we've got here the Anglo-Saxon rebels or Anglo-Danish rebels. So this army is supposed to be 11th century, and there were a number of cases where, members of the ruling English kind of groups banded up with Viking armies to kind of achieve their own ends, and this happened in 1066 pretty famously with the Battle of Stamford Bridge. But also it happened after the Norman invasion too, but those never really went anywhere. So next we have our first unit of Viking Bondi. So these are kind of like the farmers and the craftspeople. So these, could represent, depending on what kind of army, a levy of the population, or just the kind of less well-off warriors. So people who aren't maybe full-time professional soldiers. So now we move on to the first unit of Viking Heerd, and this one is kind of loaded with kind of berserker-looking figures, a couple female figures in there as well. So these are kind of the professional troops. They're almost full-time soldiers, and they've got lots of armor, two-handed weapons and everything. So first unit of those, and these are a mix of Victrix, Board Games Foundry, and Footsore Miniatures. So now we get our next unit of Bondi, the Unarmored Spearmen. And I really tried my best to, when I was doing these figures, to try and make them into like a shield wall. And then we've got our third and final unit of Bondi here. And then another unit of the Huskarls. And some of these guys are missing banners because I made a couple mistakes on those, so we ran out of the banners. And this one has more of a shield wall look, but it's kind of hard to make a good looking shield wall with the two-handed axes in them. Here's some more of the archers. Another unit of skirmishing archers here. The Vikings did use bows pretty extensively. And one thing I did try and do actually with the shield walls is try and make it look like, there'd probably be a two-handed axeman in the second line, and then they would kind of break the shield wall apart so they could come through. So I did try and kind of model that, but I don't, it is hard to make sure it looks like obvious that there's two-handed axes in the unit and try and do a shield wall. Then up here we've got the commanders, so I did 3 different commanders. So the first one here, and I do have to touch up that flag a little bit, is our Anglo-Danish rebel. So he's got a claim to the throne perhaps, and has enlisted these Vikings, joined the Vikings in the hope of getting a throne. We've got some berserkers here, so these are, in Sword Point you get some berserkers you can dole out to your units. Here we've got, this guy's supposed to be like Harold Hardrada. Again, we messed up on the flag, so no flag for him. But yeah, I think that was pretty cool. berserker in the back. Our last kind of commander, and those are actually female models there, 2 of them anyways. And then we've got our remaining berserkers here. So you get up to a total of 4 in sword point. So there you go. There is the full army. It's right around 150 models, and that was about 3 months of painting to get those on the table, as well as, you know, doing my World War II stuff. So thanks for listening. See you on the next one. Take care.